Good morning and welcome to today's session. I just wanted to look at asset theory, which is to normally form part of the probability theories distributions. I just want to be very quick by defining what is assets. And based on the notes which I've shared with you, we have said a set is a collection of elements with the same characteristics. It should be a collection of elements. It's a collection of elements with similar or with same characteristics, with the same characteristics. And we are saying that those items must be having unique attributes, which is usually common to the members of the group. For example, here, we can be having a set of students. We can have a set of students. We can have a set of lawyers. We can have a set of accountants. These are the people who have common characteristics. And that is why we can be able to group them and we call them a set. Now, there are different types of sets. There are different types of sets. Number one, we are talking about a universal set. We normally have a universal set. And a set we are saying is just a collection which contains all the elements of a given population. It normally contains all the elements of a certain population. That is why we are calling it a universal set. When you're going to be doing an illustration, you will be able to understand the term universal sets. Number two, we normally discuss about a subset, right? And we are saying that it normally contains some elements which are also contains in the universal set. It normally contains some elements which are also contained in a universal set. Now, when you go to an illustration of a subset, we say, if, for example, a subset of ours has A, B, C, D, and E, right? Then we need to have a subset, which we call it at A, right? And A can be having C, D, and E. Then in this case, you can be able to say A is a subset. A is a subset, right? Because it is containing some elements. When you look at it, it has some elements which are also in the universal set. Number three, we normally have a null set. A null set. And a null set is just a set which does not contain any elements. Number four, you can discuss about infinite sets. When you talk about the infinite sets, we are saying that is a set which contains an elements which cannot be listed down. Normally contains some elements which cannot be listed down. Cannot be listed down. That is why we are talking about infinites. Then we normally have another one called finites. And when we talk about the finite set, we say it normally contains some elements which can be listed down. It is the opposite of infinite sets. Then also we have something called number 6. We talk about disjoint sets. When you look on the disjoint sets, we are saying these are sets which do not contain common elements, right? We say these are sets which do not contain common, it doesn't contain some common elements. We also have number 7 here, discussing about equivalent sets. We talk about equivalent sets, and these are sets with the same number of elements. Which have common, normally have some common elements. Number 8, we are talking about equal sets. We have equivalent, we have equal sets, and we are saying these are the sets with the same elements. Are sets which have common elements. When you talk about common elements, you might be having set A having 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Then we have set B having 1, 2, 3, and 4. But when you talk about the equivalent, we are saying it is a set which has the common elements, right? What am I saying here? These are the set with which have same. It should be having same, right? They have same element. That is the equal set. Equivalent to might be having set A having A, B, C, D. Then we have B, which is having 1, 2, 3, 4. They have common elements or similar. You can interpret it like that. Then number 9 here, we talk about unit sets. And when we talk about a unit set, we say it is a set with only one element. It normally has one element. And when we talk about one element, for example, we have 3, right? That is a set which is having only one element. That is a unit set. Those are the types of sets. They are normally tested as theories in an exam to define what they mean. Now, let us look on set operations. This is what is common in computations. And number 1, we are talking about a union of sets. Union of sets. Then we have 2 here, talking about set complements. We have set complement. Number 3, we talk about set intersection. We have set intersection. Then number 4, we can talk about a set difference. Set difference. Let's look on the union of a set. Union of sets, right? A union of sets, we normally say it is a combination of 2 or more sets, right? Let me stand here. It is a combination. It is a combination of 2 or more sets. So, for example, when you talk about a union, sets are normally drawn like this. This is how we normally draw our sets. So you normally fix them in a box like this. Correct? So we are talking about 2 sets. We have A and B. So when you are discussing about a union of a set, it is what contains in both sets, right? So what contains there. And we are saying the shaded region gives us the unit of gives us the union of sets. The shaded region is going to be giving you the union of 2 sets, set A and B. Now let us look on the next one. We have the set complements, also common in exams. Set complements. Let us look at sets complements here. And when we are discussing about a set complement, it's very simple. Two here, set complements. And I can give a definition here by saying, if set A is used or is a subset, if set A is a subset, if set A is a subset in a universal set, is a subset in a universal set, then the complement of A which is normally written like this, then the complement of A are the elements that does not belong in A. They doesn't belong to A. They don't belong to A, but are found. They are found in a universal set. So what is a set complement? Very simple. For example, we have our universal, which looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we are talking about, we have A here, right? We have A, which is having, for example, 2, 3, and 4. So if you want to calculate the A complement now, A complement, you are looking on the elements which they don't contain, which they don't belong to A, but they are found in the universal set. Those elements, we have 1, we have 5, we have 6, and we have 7. We have those elements, right? The A complement, it means the A complement, it means the items or the elements which they don't belong to A, but they are found in the universal set. Let us look on another one. We are talking about sets intersection. A set intersection is very simple. This is what we are sharing. So we are saying this is the region. It is a region which is commonly shared. Which is commonly shared by two or more. Sets. For example, we are talking about, we have set A and we have B, right? So when you look at this, we are looking on the area which they are sharing. And the only area which they are sharing is here. So in this case, this is what we normally term as set intersection. That is what is normally called set intersection. Then we have the last one here called a set difference. A set difference is what belongs to you alone. You alone, something you are not sharing with anyone, right? Something you are not sharing with anyone. That is a set difference. So when we commonly look at it, in note number 4, when you look on the set difference, and set operations, they normally help you to understand and interpret the question as given by the examiner. So when you look on the set difference, we say, this is the difference between there's a difference between two or more sets. The difference between two or more sets, that is, those elements, they are those elements which belong to subsets. Which belong to subsets under consideration. For example, now, you have two sets here. So we have two sets. We have A and B. So when we discuss about asset difference, is what now belongs to A. You see, what is being asset difference is, it means what belongs to A, but it is not commonly shared with B. And this is the only area. The shaded region already talks about the set difference, That is how the set operations are, and they normally assist you in coming up with the understanding of sets and being able to score everything. So when they talk about and, when an examiner is talking about and, normally means the set intersection. And when you talk about a union of sets, they normally tend to use a term called or. These are commonly terms used in an exam. When they are giving, in their statement, when they are giving the question, they're going to be talking about and more so or. So in this case, it is very important when they talk about and, it means they mean set intersection. When they talk about or, it means they want you to understand there is a criteria there regarding to union of sets. So I want us to do some few questions for better understanding. Let us do some questions here. I want you to read the question, please. This is April 2023. Question number 2. Read the question.
A survey was recently conducted to determine the preference of 360 customers with regard to 3 brands of cooking oil, namely sunflower oil, coconut oil, and olive oil. The following results were contained. 220 customers preferred sunflower oil, 160 customers preferred coconut oil, 180 customers preferred olive oil, 80 customers preferred both sunflower oil and coconut oil, 110 customers preferred both sunflower oil and olive oil, 100 customers preferred both coconut oil and olive oil, 50 customers preferred none of the brand of cooking oil. Present the above information in the form of Venn diagram. Number 2, determine the probability of the customer picked at random prefers all the 3 brands of cooking oil. 3, determine the probability that the customer picked at random prefers at least 2 brands of cooking oil.
So when the examiner is talking about a Venn diagram is representing this data viewers in a set. So in this case, when they give, I know you have the past paper, so you can just be able to open from your phone or from your laptop. So remember, we have 3 brands here, right? We have 3 brands. Let me open mine for my phone, that I can also be able to interpret very fast. Now, so when I look at it, it has 3 brands here. We are talking about, we have sunflower, coconut, and olive. So it is something looking like this. You can see now I'm drawing it. You interlock the circles. Now, in this case, we start here by naming them. So let me first put them in a box, right? Like that. Then we talk about this being a sunflower. We talk of this being a coconut. And then the last one here, we talk about olive. So we need to name the blank spaces. This one is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, F, G, and H. These ones are going to be able to assist you to answer the question as given by the examiner. So when I look on the data which we are dealing with, is what we normally talk about a universal, and it is 360 customers. 360 customers. Now, it means if I take A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus D and plus H, we are supposed to be getting 360. And to be able to get these answers of yours correctly, you need, once you get them, you put them here. Right? Don't even look on the question now. The total of all of these also should be 360. Should be 360 customers. Now, let us start by analyzing the question as given by the examiner. They are saying that the following results were obtained. 220 customers preferred sunflower oil. They have not used the word only, right? When you look on the set difference, there is a word they normally use called only. Only refer to be a set difference. But in this case, they have not used the word only. They have just said 220 customers preferred sunflower oil. So you just come here and you look on the circle, right? We look on the letters which belong to that circle of sunflower. So we have AB, A plus B plus D plus E. We are getting 220. That is what the examiner is talking about. Then 160 customers preferred coconut. You look on the circle for coconut, which letters belong to that? We have B plus C plus E plus F. This results to 160. Then the last one, we look on olive, right? That is D plus E plus F plus D, right? This one you get 180. When you look on the three statements, there is no any area they are talking about only. And you are going to be looking on different questions where those terms are basically used. 80 customers preferred both sunflower oil and coconut oil. And we said, when we are talking about and, we look on the areas of where they are sharing. And sunflower and coconut. So when you look on the areas where they are sharing, it is here. This is the set intersection. That is where they are sharing. So in this case, you say B plus E should be equal to 80. B plus E is equal to 80. Then 110 customers preferred both sunflower oil and olive. Where do the sunflower and olive share? They are sharing here. Right? That is D plus E. D plus E, we are talking about 110. Then the last one, we have 100 customers preferred both coconut oil and olive. Coconut oil and olive. Coconut oil and olive is here. Have you seen it? E plus F is what we are being told is 100. But there is something that they are telling us. 50 customers preferred none of the brands of the cooking oil. You see, there is someone who is outside here, who is H. H does not prefer any. And that is where the examiner is telling us that our value for H is 50. At 50 belong to H. And H does not like any. Right? H has not liked any of the products. Now, from there, we can start by answering our questions by solving these equations. For example, if I start with the first one here, if I start with this first one, I can see we have a value for D and E. D plus E, we are being told is 110. So what is the value of A plus B? We say the value of A plus B should be equal to 110, right? Should be equal to 110. I think you're understanding. When you look on this value of F and G, right? We come again and we say the value of D and E is 110. What is the value for average G? We say 180 minus 110, we should be getting around 70. Should be getting around 70 there, right? Anything else? No. So we can unlock our computation from our main equation here, right? Because you know very well Hapa ni create a space kidogo. So you know the value of A and B, we have said is 110. Okay. The value of D and E, you know very well, it is 110. Okay. The value of F and G, the value of F and G, we have been told, or we were able to compute it, we got 70. Right? Then the value of H is 50. You ask yourself, what is the value of C? And we say, to get our C here, to get our C, we are going to be taking 360 minus this 110, minus this 110 for D and E, minus 70, and minus 50. So what is the value of C? What is the value of C? What is the value of C?
Good. 60 minus 220.
Value of C from your ends? Hello?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
220.
Are we together?
20.
And it should be 20. Now, after you get 20, you come here and you look at the equations that you're gonna see. Unakuja uniambia hii ni moja. Waniambia this value of C here is 20 and E plus F. E plus F is here, which is 100. You ask yourself a very simple question. What is the value of B? What is the value of B? So you come and you tell me, to get our B, you need to take 160 minus 20 minus 110. How much is that?
30.
30. Very good. That is 30. So we put here 30. Then you remember there is an equation which you computed here for A plus B. A plus B. You told us is that 110. And you know very well the value of B now is 30. So A is equals to what? A is equals to what? A is equals to what? 80. Very good. So our A is 80. You put here 80. Correct? 80 there. Then from there now we can be able to unlock, for example, the value of E, which is common in all the three equations, because we know our B is 30. What is the value of E?
50.
80 minus 30 should be equal to what?
50.
Should be equal to 50. So you tell here you have gotten 50. What about the value of D? We say if our E is 50, what is the value of D? So we say our D should be equal to 110 minus 50, which we get how much?
10 or 60.
You get our 60 there. Then you ask yourself for again, what is the value of G? We say now we have gotten our E as 50. So to get our F, we take 100 minus 50, we get 50. Now, what about G? I remember here we add an equation for G, which is 70, but our F is 50. So our G should be equal to what? 70 minus 50. Getting 20, right? If you take your calculator and you do your summation, you're supposed to be getting 360. Again, I have seen in most of cases here, students getting a negative figure. You will not be able to get a negative figure here, right? So if you are able to add them, you will be able to get 360. Then now we go back to the question. We go back to the question we look at. What did the examiner want us to get out of this? So we say, right, number one, he talked about presenting the above information in the Venn diagram. We have already done that. Then we determine the probability that the customer picked at random prefers all the three branded of cooking oil. 3, when you look on the person who liked all of them, anakuanga E. E likes everything. E likes everything. Is commonly shared. So when you look on part 2 of the question here, part 2, the examiner is asking about the probability. So you're going to be taking the value of E, which is 50. We divide by the total, which is 360. What is the probability? What is this probability examiner was looking for?
536.
Sorry?
It should be in fraction or in decimal.
I'm not getting you.
I'm asking if the answer should be in fraction or in decimal.
In decimals.
Oh.
Because the examiner is asking about a probability. So when you take 50 divided by 360, how much are you getting?
Let me take my calculator.
0.65.
65.
Sorry?
3. Is it 6? Let me take my calculator. 0.13.
You can talk about 1.4. Have you gotten that?
Yeah.
Then the other one, the last one, the examiner is asking about was. The last question is about determine the probability that the customer picked at random prefers at least 2 brands of cooking oil. What is the meaning of at least? Right? At least 2. It means it's 2 and above, right? 2 and above. At least 2. So we talk about 2 and above. So the people who are liking you look on the people who liked 2 and above, it should be B, D, E, and F. Because B, D, F, they like 2 products, and E likes all of them. And the word the examiner has used is at least. So in this case, we say, let us take the value of B plus D plus E plus F, right? The value of B is how much? Sorry?
30.
Yeah, D is 60. E is 50. F is how much? 50. So how much is in total? How much in total?
190.
190 divided by 360. 190 divided by 360. How much is this?
0.53.
0.53. 0.53. 0.53. These questions are very common, by the way, since we changed our syllabus. Let us look on a different question. Let me look on a different question. We have another one in August 2022, but before we do that, let me see whether I have a complex one. Let me check. No. I just want first to do November 2015. There is a question, I think it has all the words which are commonly used in said theory. November 2015, in that document you have, just go straight to 2015 here. November. So somewhere downwards here. Okay. The question for Apex, you can read it. You can read the question, please.
Wait, jamani, ngoja kidogo, natumia simu naona na niangalie.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm opening the document. Give me a minute.
Najua kama hata mimi mwenyewe sikusikii.
Nasemaje? Nafungua document, nipe muda.
Iko kwa screen yangu.
Iko kwa screen yako?
Yes.
Nilikuwa nishatoka, pole. Sioni vizuri. Mbona? Okay. Ndio hiyo. Inasema Apex Limited is planning to launch a new product in the market. It has undertaken a survey on the product color brand. Jesus, my eyes can't see anything. Okay, Apex Limited is planning to launch a new product in the market. It has undertaken a survey on the product's color, brand name, and packaging. The company sent questionnaires to 200 potential customers to obtain their views on the 3 attributes of the product. The results were as follows: 24 persons liked the packaging and the brand name, 77 persons liked the brand name or the color but did not like the packaging, 40 persons liked the color only, 120 persons liked the color or the brand name, 23 persons liked the color and the packaging, 43 persons liked at least 2 of the 3 attributes, 5 persons did not like any of the 3 attributes. The questionnaires of 25 persons were not received back. The company's policy is to incorporate an attribute in the product if at least 50% of the respondents liked the attribute required. Present the above information in Venn diagram. Number 2, number of persons that liked all the 3 attributes. Number 3, proportion of persons that liked the color. Proportions of persons that liked the brand name. 5, proportions of persons that liked the packaging. 6, attributes to the incorporated in the product.
Thank you so much. Once you get that question and you want to do it, there is not any ground you have to panic. Let us first analyze and we draw the Venn diagram here. So in this case, drawing it in a Venn diagram is very simple, right? So we are dealing with 3 products. We have product 1, product 2, and product 3. Then you put them in the box like this, right? Then you name your products. So we are being told we have the packaging. We have the packaging there. We have brand name. And then we have, we have color, brand name, and packaging. So this is the color, sorry. We have brand name and packaging. Should be looking like that. Then you name the spaces. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Correct. Then after you do that, you continue just with whatever we have been doing. So we say we have A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H should be equal to how much? When I look on the universal sets, we are being told 200 potential, but there is an information which is given somewhere. The questionnaires of 25 persons were not received back. So you cannot be able to analyze them. So you subtract 25, this translates to 175 customers, right? Or respondents. So the data that you're going to be analyzing is for 175 who are able to give back their feedback. Now from there, now here we are talking about having our A value getting, we put it there, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Correct. So the total also we are going to be getting 175. Let us start the analysis of the question. We have been told 24 person like the packaging and brand name. So when you look on the packaging and brand name, what are they sharing? Because when you talk about, as we say, asset intersection, they are sharing E plus F, which is equal to 24. They are also telling us 77% like the brand name or color, but they don't like the packaging. Right? They have said 77% like the brand or color, but did not like. So anything that is touching the packaging is excluded to our analysis because they have said, but did not like the packaging. If they did not like the packaging, and we are talking about the union of set, because we have seen there we have all. So what are they sharing here? So they are sharing A plus B plus C. This is what we are talking about, 77. 77 is there. So it is A plus B plus C, but did not like the packaging. So we exclude the packaging. The only area remaining is A plus B plus C. Okay. We have been told 40% like the color only. Color only. That is a set difference. The color only is A, right? That is a set difference. So it means the examiner has given you the value for A is 40. Then we also been told 120% like the color or the brand name. Color or the brand name. That should be A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F should be equal to 120. Why am I putting all that? Because we are being told there is no any area they have talked about that person did not like the packaging. No, that statement reads 120% like the color or the brand name, and or mean the union of a set. Now, next we talk about 23% like the color and the packaging. Color and the packaging. Color and the packaging. What they are sharing is D plus E. The examiner is telling us is around 23. Then he says 43% like at least 2 of the 3 attributes. At least 2. It is 2 and above. At least 2, we are talking about B plus E plus D, plus E plus F. That should be equating to 43. Right? Then we are being told 5% did not like any of the 3 attributes. That is H. H did not like anything. Did not like any of the 3 attributes. Now, you can be able to solve your question very simple, right? By doing what? By looking at the value which will remain. You just need to isolate, and you look on the value which is not going to be the only value which is going to be left. We start the computation with. I know this is 5, and we have DE. Our DE we have 23. Okay. Then we have, even this is not important because we have A to F. A to F we have 120. A to F is 120, right? What about G? We say to get our G, we need to take 175 minus 5 minus 120. 175, that is 120, 170. It should be around 50.
Okay.
It should be 50. Then we look at, do we have G anywhere? In our computation, we say no. Now, we have other thing here which we can do. You know the value of E and F. The value of E and F is 24. The value of what? ABC. ABC is 77. ABC is 77. What about our D? We say to get our D is 120 minus 24 minus 77. Right? What is the value of D?
19.
19. The value of D is 19. The value of D is 19. Okay. So if the value of D is 19, EF is how much? 24. What is the value of B? 43 minus 19 minus 24 is how much? And D should be 0. Or B is 0. Right? B is 0. Then we have, so if you have the value of A is 40, B is 0. What is about C? C should be 37. C should be 37. What about A? Because your D is 19, your E should be 4. Are we together?
Yeah.
Our E should be 4. So if you put 4 here, what is the value of F? F should be 20. F should be 20. That is how simple it is. That is how the computations are easily done. So already if you do your summation, you can just be able, or I can guarantee you, you're going to be getting 175. Now, when you go back to the question, examiner was asking a very simple question here. The number of persons that like all the 3 attributes, that is number 2. Right? The people who are liking all the attributes are called E. And E liked all the attributes, and our value for E is 4. When you go to number 3, we are being told the proportion of persons that like the color. The people who like the color, you can be able to see there, they are A plus B plus D plus E, right? So the value of A is 40 plus 0 plus our D, which is 19, plus E, which is 4. How many people are these? It should be around 63, or one? 63.
63.
Now, number 4, we are discussing about the proportion. It is about proportion. So you divide by 175. How much is that? Multiplied by 100. Proportion of persons that like the brand name. Brand name, we have B plus C plus E plus F. So in this case, we are talking about 0 plus C. Our C, which is 37, plus E, which is 4, plus F, which is 20. So 24 here, we are getting 61 divided by 175. 61 divided by 175 is how much?
0.35.
61 divided by 175, getting that is 0.34. We can talk about that 5%, multiply by 100%. 63 divided by 175, we have that 6%. Then we have the fifth one, number 5, sorry. We are talking about the proportion of persons that like the packaging. So when you talk about the packaging, we are discussing D plus E plus F plus G. So our DE, the value of D is 19, E is 4, F is how much? 20. Then 50, G is 50. So what is the total? So the total will be 19 plus 4 plus 70. We get 93 divided by 175. Getting 53%.
Yeah.
Now, the last one we are being asked by this examiner, right? Examiner is asking the attribute to be incorporated in the product. That is number 6. The attribute to be incorporated, it is the one, because there they have said that the company's policy is to incorporate an attribute in the product if at least 50% of the respondents like the attribute. So the 50 and above, the only product which is above 50 is the packaging. So the answer for this is packaging. The answer for that should be packaging. Now, I just want to explain a question here. Let me see whether you'll be able to find it. And then I give you assignments. You do all the questions in that document regarding to set theory, and you share with me in one document. So let me see here. There is a question regarding to relating to our college. Should be in around 2019, if I'm not wrong. I've seen it. So when you look on this question discussing about finding a college offer 3 courses, there is no any student who would be in school and is not doing anything. So it means the value of H from the analysis should be 0 here. There is no any student atakuwa kwa college na afanyi course yoyote. That should be 0, right? Then that is the only criteria they normally use with the college questions. So you cannot be in school and you are not doing any courses. So H is 0. But the other statements is how we have interpreted in our 2 questions that we have done. And then I am expecting to get all that. We shall also be able to meet during the week, around Thursday there, early morning. We do probability distribution. I'll be able to share the notes with you, right? Then we shall come and we brush off the questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. I will be able to share the recording later once I upload it.